Hello again. After claiming for years that there was nothing really to investigate in places like Rotherham and that only far-right agitators would even want an inquiry, the government changed tack in the summer and promised that there would be a national inquiry into what most of us know is a shocking scandal. In January, Prime Minister Keir Starmer said that those calling for a national inquiry into grooming gangs were, as he put it, jumping on a far-right bandwagon. That tells you all that you need to know about his own views on the national inquiry, which he reluctantly ordered 6 months later. The actual victims of the grooming gangs have withdrawn from the whole process, of course, because they know very well that this is going to be a whitewash, one which will muddle things up so much and generate such a smokescreen that it will be impossible to make any sense of what has been going on. That, at least, will be their intention. But of course, we know perfectly well what's been going on and are aware that the grooming gangs are inextricably linked to ethnicity and religion. Now, 6 months after it was launched, we are told who will be heading this supposed inquiry. Two people to whom the job was previously offered declined. One because he said that there was a toxic environment surrounding the thing. The woman who has accepted the role is a Labour peer, sits on a national task force for inclusion. In October, she said that we should be embedding a culture of anti-racism into the heart of schools and that the Department for Education should see anti-racism as a key thematic priority. I give a link to this in the description to this video. And right there we can see the problem. Because one of the reasons that the grooming gangs were hidden and brushed under the carpet for so long was that nobody, not the police, nor social services, nor local authorities, wished to be seen as racist. They were so obsessed with anti-racism that they thought it was better to allow a bunch of working-class white girls to suffer dreadful abuse and degradation rather than draw attention to the ethnicity of their abusers. It is just such a person, one whose position is bound up with the promotion of anti-racism, who has been chosen to lead the inquiry. Is this purely a matter of coincidence? What do viewers think? Random chance or the deliberate choice of a long-term Labour apparatchik who may be relied upon to deliver an acceptable verdict when the inquiry ends? I know where I would place my money. Already the inquiry has been valiantly broadening the scope of what they are investigating, so that too much emphasis is not placed on grooming gangs as such. Instead, the terms of reference are such that it will be possible to include in what they are looking at families which abuse their children and allow relatives to abuse them, and also the activity of children who are abusers. It's not hard to see how the result will be skewed and the claim made that group-based child abuse is more likely to be the work of white people than it is any particular community. I await further developments with interest. Will a Labour peer investigating Labour councils be prepared to be fearless and harsh in her judgments of their manifest failings? We shall see.